Let's demystify some of the stuff we're told. Here I have 3 LED light bulbs, and here one of the old incandescent light bulbs. All of these are burned out. This one lasted about 4 years. These 3 turned out to last about the same amount of time, for whatever reason. However, these ones may consume less energy, but the bulb is plastic, the base is plastic, has a huge electronic circuit inside, and then there's the socket, which is actually the same as this one. But this one, instead of plastic, has just glass and a very small filament inside. When you crush this down, the glass turns back to silica, sand basically, which it was originally, and the filament is negligible. The filament may or may not be picked up by vacuums, by magnets, just as are this socket and these sockets. The major difference is that this can be crushed into a teaspoonful of powder of glass, whereas these are all plastics that cannot be crushed, cannot be recycled, and have electronics inside. The big criticism against the incandescents was that they use more energy that is dissipated in the form of heat. So yes, you had to wait until the bulb cooled down in order to not burn your fingers when you unscrewed it. These ones don't have that problem. However, if you lived anywhere in northern latitudes or southern latitudes, where there is roughly 6 months of summer, 6 months of winter, the heat dissipated by these guys during the winter months, which is when we naturally use more electricity, is actually coming as an addition to the heat inside your house. So it is not really a waste. In other words, the difference in energy consumption between these guys and the old incandescents, which is about 5 more energy to this, is often dissipated as heat in the house during the months when we actually heat our houses, but it does not have all the environmental problems that these 3 LEDs have. Food for thought.